the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Marion Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Again, it's Hampton. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
Allen off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Third down and 13. Here's Allen to throw it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
40-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
At the 43-yard line.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Ray. Delta, set.
A run once more with Hampton. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10.
Delta.
Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21.
A gain of
that nice pickup
yards.
of 17 yards.
Another Chargers.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
At the 20-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 20, here's a second down and 9.
Set. Wide 80. Wide 80. Hey, go line.
Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
First and goal at
and
the
that's a more than
line.
acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
380, run! 380, run! 6, 10.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keandre Lambert-Smith from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Bills 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
First down, here's the run with Cook. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, it can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Has his man, it's Shakir. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Coe. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about no man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Allen. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the 2. Incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
It's a gain on the play of
a big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Harris running straight ahead. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Set. Grenade it. Hey, easy. Grenade it.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Chargers 14, Bills 3. Cameron Dicker.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And this is going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
319. Look out.
Allen now looks to throw. That is caught by Williams. For a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Bills 10. Tyler Bass to kick off for
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Delta.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
380. Go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll work inside here. Hampton. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Line. Ready.
Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Herbert now. We'll get this complete to Trey Harris. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, go line. Set.
A draw play, Hampton. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22. 76 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Allen going to throw. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Cook up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Shakir has it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 26 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Bills 17. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Zone read, a give to Hampton. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver. Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain
23 yards the pickup there.
And the Chargers.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
no
the
gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
It's a gain of
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action. It's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Able to slither by. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. That pass caught. It's Williams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Second and 4.
Second down and 4. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Powers through. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Allen off the play fake. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield, here's Allen. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Allen again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's not even going to come close to pick. Up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Camper.
Give here to Hampton. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a gain of 8.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
47-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the give, this is Hampton. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Herbert. It is caught. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Herbert now. And he's got it. Touchdown. Len McConkey. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense because...
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now it's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Black 80, black.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Delta, set. Motion. What is it?
He'll run here with Hampton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Third down and 6.
Set. Delta, set.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Now this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down and 6 now. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Allen to throw it. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Now Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something to feel.
Touchdown, Bills! Jamison Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Chargers 34. Bills 24. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Go.
On the ground, this is Hampton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
380.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Black 80, black. Ready.
Now it's Hampton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he runs for 24 and a first.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Orlando Gadsden, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
24. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the
now,
Chargers.
after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of
19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Bills.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And pass caught, it's Williams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jamison Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Bills 31. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, 63 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Chargers 48, Bills 31. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Can't bring him down. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. Right side to Williams. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now he's able to bring to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter, in the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it done today.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Herbert running left off the option. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They have had mistake-free football prior. his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air. Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Still a couple of yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Shakir. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hey, hold on. What's that?
Davis will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Now Allen. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Chargers 48, Bills 37. Tyler Bass to kick off for
After
Buffalo.
the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
29-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Lion. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
The Chargers, they are heading to the Super Bowl. Thanks to you all for watching, and good night. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.